Most people have a few sounds that they enjoy more than others. Maybe you have a favorite song that you like to listen to on repeat, or a white noise machine that plays natural sounds to help you go to sleep at night. Possibly you even take pleasure in simpler, more everyday sounds, like the tinkling of a wind chime, or the singing of birds outside your window, or the satisfying pop of bubble wrap beneath your fingers. Likewise, most people have a few sounds that they really hate to hear, like nails grating down a chalkboard, or a piercing whistle, or perhaps worst of all, the irritating beep 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 of your alarm clock. But did you know that your cat likely also has likes and dislikes when it comes to sound? In this video, we're going to look at 3 noises that will have your kitty putting their paws over their ears, as well as 3 sounds that will have them meowing for more. But before we dive in, why not subscribe to our channel and join our feline loving community for more videos on how to care for your kitty? Noises your cat hates. First up, we're going to look at a few noises that cats tend to hate hearing. This can of course vary from kitty to kitty, but in general, if you have a cat, try to limit their exposure to these kinds of sounds. Number 1. Hissing aerosol. You're doing a bit of spring cleaning and reach for the detergent to tackle a stubborn stain on the kitchen counter. You spray it, there's a hissing sound, and your kitty jumps a mile and runs out of the room. Why is it that cats hate the sound of aerosol sprays? Do they just hate the idea of things being clean? Nope. The answer actually lies in the way cats communicate. When a cat is fending off a predator or trying to intimidate a rival cat, they will hiss to show their displeasure, like a little furry snake. From your cat's perspective, therefore, aerosols basically yell, "I'm going to fight you," whenever you spray them. No wonder they don't like the noise. Number 2. Thunderstorms. Fear of thunder is one of the most common feline phobias. In fact, it's also a phobia that many humans suffer from. Cats dislike loud, sudden noises in general. In the wild, cats are prey for other animals as much as they are predators, and as such, they've evolved to be very skittish and easily startled. You've probably had the experience of dropping a pan on the kitchen floor or shutting a door too hard, and having your kitty react like a bomb just went off. But loud claps of thunder or the bangs of fireworks are worse because they keep repeating and don't have any clear origin. To calm your cat during a storm, make sure to keep them indoors and away from windows or outside doors where the sound is likely to be louder. Stay near to your cat and talk to them in a calm, soothing voice. Many cats feel the need to find a space to hide in order to feel safe. Providing them with a den is a good way to prepare for situations like this. You can buy cat dens at most pet stores, but many cats will also be happy with a cardboard box or even a blanket to snuggle under. Number 3. Angry humans. Despite their reputation for not being very social animals, cats can be extremely sensitive to the changing emotions of humans and other animals in their social group. Studies have shown that cats can tell the difference between human facial expressions, recognizing which faces signal a happy human and which an angry one. They can also tell by our voices. When humans are angry, our voices get harsher and often louder. You should avoid yelling at your cat if at all possible, but sometimes it's easy to forget and raise your voice when you're feeling strong emotions. You have to remember that humans are a lot bigger than cats, and therefore a lot louder. An average cat's meow is about 45 decibels, while a human talking normally, without raising their voice, comes in at about 60. A human shout can be anything from 80 to 100 decibels. The sheer noise isn't the only reason why your kitty likely dreads hearing your angry voice, however. Humans who are angry are also unpredictable. Even if you'd never hurt your cat, seeing you acting differently than usual can be enough for them to build a traumatic association around the sound of you being angry. Sounds cats love. Now we've looked at the noises your furry friend hates. Let's look at some of the sounds you can play to make them feel happy again. Number 1. Animal noises. If you want to get your cat's attention and have some fun watching them try to figure out the source of the noise, try playing sound effects of common cat prey animals. Alarm calls, the noises that birds make when they are in distress, or to warn other birds that there is a predator in the area, are especially likely to attract some interest. Just make sure to turn it off if your cat starts getting too excited about the imaginary hunt. You don't want to distress them. If you really want to give your kitty a treat, you can even find music written for cats. In 2015, a music professor and a team of animal scientists developed some cat-specific tunes that used fast tempos to mimic a cat's purring and incorporated prey sounds and instruments that mimicked the tones that cats use to communicate with each other. The cats tested in the study showed their appreciation for the kitty ditties by purring and rubbing their bodies against the speakers. Number 2. Running water. Many people find the sound of gently running water to be a relaxing one that helps them fall asleep at night, so long as it's coming from a speaker and not a leaky faucet anyway. But did you know that the same sound can also be soothing for your cat? Cats are often fascinated by moving water. Many will prefer to drink from a faucet than a bowl, and some won't drink at all unless their cat parents fork out for special water fountains so they can wet their whiskers in style. The reason behind this is rooted in your cat's ancient past. In the wild, your kitty wouldn't have nice humans to make sure their food and water dishes were filled, or take them to a vet when they got sick. Your cat's wild ancestors were responsible for finding their own sources of food and water, and for making sure that the water sources they found were clean and safe to drink from. One way to ensure that the water they were drinking wasn't going to make them sick was to only drink from running streams and rivers. Running water is usually cleaner than stagnant water. Even if your kitty isn't thirsty, many cats still find the sound of running water a comforting one to listen to, presumably because it reassures them that there's a clean source of water nearby if they need it. Number 3. Baby talk. Just as angry human voices can be upsetting to your cat, happy, calm, and soothing voices will make them happy. But scientists have discovered that there's a particular way of speaking that cats go crazy for. That's right, every cat parent's suspicions were correct. Your kitty really does respond better if you talk to them like they're a baby. A 2022 study played cats recordings of their owners and strangers speaking to them, first in normal tones, then in baby talk. The study found that not only were the cats more likely to respond to their people's voices than to a stranger's, but they were significantly more likely to pay attention when spoken to in baby talk rather than a neutral tone. One theory for why this is that cats have evolved to naturally pay more attention to higher-pitched noises, because those are the noises made by the birds and rodents that they hunt. When a human talks in baby talk, they usually make their voice high-pitched, so cats naturally respond faster. Another, potentially more likely explanation is that cats associate the sound of baby talk with receiving affection from their cat parent. They love you, so of course they love your voice. For more information about how to take care of your kitty, why not check out this video on why cats run away and how you can keep them safe at home.